and welcome all rugby fans. Thank you so much for pressing that play button and for joining us for another episode of the Women's Rugby Show. We're here at Twyford Avenue for the match of the weekend. It's Wasps Ladies versus Harlequins Women.
As always, it's a pleasure to have you alongside Kirsty and myself for another top dose of women's rugby. And that's why we all love the game, and that's why you love the show.
Now, Georgina, I have got a bit of a confession to make before this episode gets going.
Oh gosh, tell me.
Okay, so you know how we're always impartial here on the Women's Rugby Show?
Yeah, we love all the clubs and we never put one club in front of the other.
We do, but what we also love to see is real competition, don't we?
Yes.
And as much as I love Harlequins, the players, the staff, and all of their fans, of course, in some respects, I'd quite like to see them lose today because I think it will mix things up quite a bit.
Oh my gosh, Kirsty, I don't think you can say that. You're going to get us in trouble.
No, but it's true though. I mean, what we love nothing more is competition. And I mean, it's fantastic to see, Harlequins and Saracens getting loads of scores each week and loads of points on the charts. But at the end of the day, I think if they were to lose today, actually it will show how competitive this league actually is.
Well, your wish may come true because if there is a team that's going to upset the apple cart, it's the Wasps Ladies. So, let's get started and I'll explain all.
Okay, so Georgina, tell me why Wasps had the potential to beat Harlequins today.
With pleasure. Well, firstly, you can't argue that Wasps are one of the best teams in the league with incredible defence. The last 2 seasons, they finished the campaign with the 3rd best Ds in the TP15s. This season, they are currently sitting 4th. And you might be asking, why are they so amazing? Well, they have vicious tackles, great jackals, and with Claire Malloy is such a positive highlight. Their back line is amazing organisation and no one can get through that defence.
Okay, well what about Harlequins' attack? I mean, every season so far they have topped the point scoring chart. And not only that, but after just 7 games so far this season, they have already almost doubled their point score from last season and the season before that. And also, on top of that, if Harlequins keep going the way that they are, they could become the first Premier 15s team to breach the 1,000 points in one season.
Wow. Well, I'm not done yet because you might think Quins have a raft of top try scorers, but actually in the top 10 they've only got 1, Shauna Brown, where Wasps have 2 in the top of the charts, which is forward Hannah West and back Abby Dow, and that is why they are such a vicious threat to anyone.
Okay, well, another really good point there, Georgina, but you can't seriously compare Wasps' attacking threat to that of the league leaders. I mean, out of the 21 players who have played more than 50% of Harlequins games so far this season, 18 of them have crossed the whitewash. That's 86%.
Okay, so my last point. Last season and this season, there's only been 2 teams that have even gotten close to beating Quins, which is outside of Saracens. Bristol Bears drew with them, and Wasp Ladies are consistently within 1 score to their opponent. So, we just don't know what's going to happen today, but I'm very excited to watch.
That is very true, Georgina, but Harlequins are way too strong for this Wasps team. But it will be very interesting to see these 2 packs, as that is where both of them have their key strengths. However, another intriguing matchup I think will be between Heather Cow and Abby Dow, as they arguably have the best feet in the league.
So I think we know where our flags have both been set. Is there anything else to add?
I'll put money that this will be one of the matches of the season.
Wasps gaffer Giselle Mather has made 4 changes to her starting lineup from last week's battling loss to Saracens Women. Claudia McDonald switches back to scrum half from wing, meaning Sophia Rolfe will take her place in her first start of the season. That means Abby Dow remains at full back. Moving to the forwards, and it's Alex Powell who earned the starting jersey at second row in place of Dalina Dennison. Sarah Mitchelson also returns to the starting lineup at number 8. The bench is strong with the likes of rising superstar Maud Murr, Spain's Isabel Rico and Hannah Edwards looking to come on and make an impact.
Despite beating Furwood Waterloo 81-0 last week, Gary Street and Karen Findlay have rotated their first team squad, but in their defence that's mostly due to injuries. Luckily, a number of internationals have returned to soften the blow. These include England's Sarah Beckett and Ireland back row Anna Kaplis, now a Barbarian. They start at 6 and 7 respectively. Leanne Riley is the chosen scrum half and Ellie Green is back to slot in at 12. That means captain Emily Scott moves to fly half. It's now time to hand you over to our man on the mic, Johnny Hammond, to take you through this game.
Come on, guys. Riley goes on that left-hand side. Emily Scott and then Camera. Scissors ball and Riley again. Ball is beautifully presented. Rowley, Breach has a little bit to do, but she's over. Jess Breach. First try, first 5 minutes. Plenty of height from Goulden, then Shauna Brown, the all-action woman. Passes low and knocked down by Conkle. Rowland comes away for Wasps. Alder leads from the front. She always does that. McDonald now. Conkle trying to make up for that knock on, and she's given the penalty away. McDonald's waits. Wonder what the decision will be here. Goulden, oh, what a big boot she's got. Fine strike for the Wasps fly half. Riley, Sheffield, and Beckett just came on in a little angle. Cow flicks it back up. Annika, please. Oh, that's brilliant from Harlequins. It really is. Sumptuous score. Sheffield at the line out. Quinn's driving it. So strong. Penalty is going. Leanne Riley spins and twists and scores. Ellie Green. Not an easy conversion, but it's a great strike. Wasps through gritted trees trying to find their way back into this game as half-time approaches. Little knock on there, but penalty is coming and more. Referee shows a yellow card to Shauna Brown. Big scrum here from Wasp, big blind side, plenty of attacking opportunities, but it's a massive scrum from Harlequins. It's picked up, Abby down that short side, past the first defender. Wasp go through the backs, Alder again, just about held up. They go round the side, may well be Hannah West. She loves scoring a try or two. Gordon to add the 2 points, no problem at all. Wasps are right back in this one. They want more before half-time. Malloy again. Wasp big players stepping up. The Malloys, the Alders of this world. Dow's. Dow goes in to tidy things up, and then Quinn's counter-ruck, but it's illegal, says the referee. Penalty to Wasps, so they can close that gap even more. Golden sport her kicking boots this afternoon. Another powerful scrum from Harlequins. Look at that. Wasps can do nothing about it. Leanne Riley now. What's she up to here? Oh, she's taking it quickly to Beckett, and Beckett powers in. Try number 4 for Harlequins. Been so impressive, the set piece this afternoon from the league leaders. And again in total control here. Penalty coming. Referee blows his whistle. Time is off, wants to have a word with the assistant referee, but I think we know what's coming here. Yeah, he points towards the post. Penalty try for Harlequins. Scrum is so dominant. Fletcher, the vice captain, and again Harlequins just hitting the power button. Amy Cocaine. Not done yet, Harlequins, of course. That huge game against Saracens next week, looming large. Wasps losing to Saracens last week. They're going to lose to Harlequins here as well. Building again, they go down that short side. Harlequins with Cal, Heather Cal. And Harlequins' 100% record remains the maximum 40 points from the first 8 games of the season. Final score, Wasps 13, Harlequins 39.
Congratulations, another win for Harlequins, 39-13, great game.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was a really good performance as a whole. I think we lost our way a bit in the first half, like the second half of the first half. But yeah, we definitely came out of the change rooms with that winning feeling, and yeah, we definitely wanted to get the W on the board.
Last week, 81-0 win. I remember the first match of the season, it was also 101 win against Richmond. I mean, in terms of the league and in terms of competitiveness, where do you think the league needs to go? Because you guys are just blowing everyone out of the water at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's definitely good. I think we had a really good pre-season leading into the season, and obviously last year we lost again in the final. So we just got that grit, and we really want to get to that final this year again and perform and hopefully bring that trophy back. But yeah, I think the league's really good at the moment. I think obviously there's a few teams that are weaker than some, but yeah, it's just good to get a strong women's premiership in like women's rugby, and that's where it needs to go, and that's where it's keeping going.
As you said, Wasps started to close the gap on you guys just before half time. They played really well today.
Yeah, definitely. I think they really put a good performance ahead of us. They obviously played Sarries last weekend, and I think that they put up a fight against Sarries, and they definitely put a fight against us. We always know when we come to Wasps it's going to be a fight, but like I said, our pre-season was really good, and we've got a lot of like W's on the board this season, and we're playing Saracens next week, so we knew we had to work hard and do the simple things right this week going into next weekend.
Where do you think in particular Wasps did well today?
Their pack was really good, and I think their offloading game is really good, and that's what we had to shut down, and that's what we were focusing on during the week, their offloads and their runners. They're really good at supporting each other.
Okay, fantastic. And obviously Saracens coming up. How are you guys going to prepare for that game?
Oh, it's going to be a tough week. I think we're going to rest and recover tomorrow. Definitely get some like water, good food in, good sleep, and yeah, and then we go into the week training hard. And Harlequins is always a hard game, like men's or women's, and everyone wants to get that win, and we just got to go out there, train hard, play our best, and hopefully get that W.
Well, best of luck for it, and well done for today.
Thank you.
Okay, we are here with Adele. We call her Tricky though. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. So, how frustrated are you today?
We're very frustrated with that second half performance. They came out of the blocks, their purple patch. They scored 3 tries, and that really just kind of set the tone for the rest of the half. But it didn't one bit like stop our determination in our tackles, our determination in our defence. Our kick. I suppose it's frustrating that it's not a reflective performance of our game.
Well, the end of the first half, you were so close.
Yeah.
So what was being said in that the room?
We strung about 20 phases between kicks, turnover balls to get a try, and we knew that that's what we needed to have to do in the second half, and that it was going to be hard work, but it was there for the takings.
See, this is Adele's first time on the Women's Rugby Show. This is your first season with Wasps.
Yeah.
How is it going?
It's great. The girls are brilliant. I play with Galwegians back at home, and it's the same like family vibe. It's a really good culture here, and then it's a nice mix of internationals as well, from your Kiwis, your Aussies, you've got Germans, Swiss. So we all just look after each other, because some of us don't have family over here, so we do look after each other. Yeah.
And then going back to the game today, how are your feelings at the end of this game? What are you taking away with you?
Just that, you know, we saw that first half performance and we know what we can do. We just need to concentrate harder. It was that mind switch, you know, we just switched off. You know, it wasn't the effort, it wasn't the tech, you know, we had it all in the bank. We just switched off. So.
Well, next time, there's always next week.
Yeah,
and also, as a bit of a surprise, we have made you Rugette's Player of the Match.
Thanks very
Yay!
Well, we said it was going to be a blockbuster, and it certainly was for Harlequins today.
Oh my gosh, that was such a game. I cannot wait when this is released to watch it over and over again.
Yeah, definitely. But that is the end of another episode of the Women's Rugby Show. Thank you so much for watching. But before you go, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the Women's Rugby Show YouTube channel, follow us across all social media platforms, but most importantly, please keep spreading the word about the Women's Rugby Show.
Also, you might be seeing me and Kirsty wearing Rugettes. We'll put all their details below. Go and check them out because they're absolutely amazing.
They definitely are. Until next time, bye.